don't set a goal you can achieve. Set a goal that without God, you won't be able to achieve it. In 2025, don't set what? A goal that you can achieve. Set a goal that it will be impossible to achieve without God. And you notice what Caleb said. He says, for you heard in that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. He now says, it may be that the Lord will be with me, and I shall be able to drive them out. So it simply means that if God doesn't show up, if God doesn't help me, I can't claim this. Now, I know that in 2025, some of us have goals. We've set goals, and I have no problem with you setting goals. But this morning, I want to say to you, set a goal that it's impossible without God for you to achieve this goal. That's what Caleb did by asking for the mountain. I want to say to you this morning, which mountain do you need to ask for? For somebody this morning, I don't know what that mountain. Maybe that mountain is the mountain of walking in full health. Maybe that mountain is the mountain of getting married this year and getting married to a fantastic husband, a fantastic wife. Maybe that mountain for you is a mountain of not just a child, twins or triplets. I don't know what that mountain is. Maybe that mountain is not a mountain of millions. It's millions now in dollars. I don't know what that mountain is. But set a goal that without God you cannot achieve. Let it be that, see, without God this goal is impossible. That's what I want you to do. And see this, as I was meditating, he says, I was meditating, you know what it just dropped in my heart? Is let your goal push you to trust God more. Let what? Your goal push you to trust God more. I don't know what that goal is for 2025. I can't decide for you. But this year, I have some mountain goals. In my finances, I have some mountain goals. In my health, in my marriage, in this ministry, I have some mountain goals. Mountain goals that God, if God doesn't show up, in my strength cannot happen. And that's he said, give me what? This what? Mountain. Give me this mountain. That it may let your goal push you to what? Trust God. Trust God for the move of His Spirit. Trust God for abundance. Trust God for increase. Let your goal push you to trust God. Trust God for big things. Look for the mountain. Don't play small. Your playing small doesn't glorify God. Play big, but play big not in your own words, not in your own strength, not by power, not by might, but by what? My spirit, says the Lord. David killing Goliath was a goal that if God did not show up, he would not have accomplished. He needed God to show up. Because had he missed that first sling, that would have been the end of David. I'm not asking you to take foolish risks, don't get me wrong. But I'm asking you to set goals that will push you to trust God to show up. Trust God to show up, to give you supernatural ideas. Trust God to turn situations around for you. Trust God. You know when Jacob said to Laban, take all the speckled and the spotted away from me, I will only take the plain animals. And if the plain animals give birth to the speckled and the spotted, they will be my inheritance. But if they give birth to plain animals, they will be yours. And Laban says, yes. That decision that Jacob took was a decision from the human standpoint that was impossible. So by taking that decision, Jacob knew that if God did not show up, he will leave this place a poor man. And God indeed showed up because God gave him an idea. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to say to you this morning. Trust God. Maybe right now you're earning, let's take an example, you're earning 100,000 and you think that moving it to 150,000 will be a great year, fantastic a month. I tell you, push it more. You can get 150,000 in your own strength and the rest. Push it to 250, push it to 400, push it to even 500 and says, God, I don't know how this will happen, but I do what? I trust you. And that was what he said. It may be that the Lord will be with me and I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord said. Trust God for big things. I don't know what that big thing will represent for you.